After 8 seasons of heartbreak and sacrifice and oceans of time literally standing between them, the Fraser family is finally in the same room, and if you think you are ready for that moment, I promise you that you are not. This is the scene that Outlander fans have been waiting for since Brianna first stepped through the stones, and everything about it earns every single second of the emotion it delivers. So let us break down exactly what happens and why it hits so hard. When Claire and Jamie finally lay eyes on Brianna, the weight of what that reunion means is almost impossible to put into words. These are two people who have lost so much and sacrificed so much and chosen each other over and over again across centuries, and now standing in front of them is their daughter, and behind her is the next generation of Frasers. Jamie Fraser, who has fought wars and survived prisons and crossed an ocean, is standing there meeting his grandchildren, and for a man who never expected to live past Culloden, that is nothing short of a miracle. The joy in that moment is real and raw, and the show earns it completely. But the reunion does not stay in pure celebration for long, because the Fraser world never lets you breathe for too long. The conversation turns to Fanny, and here is where things get layered and complicated in a way that feels very true to this show. Fanny is a young girl who was brought under protection by William and then entrusted into Brianna's care, and what makes this moment heavier is that Jamie is Fanny's father. William, who is already navigating the earthquake of learning that Lord John Grey is not his biological father, and that Jamie Fraser now has to share that complicated identity with a girl who is essentially his sister. And Fanny now knows. That detail lands quietly in the conversation, but it carries enormous weight because it means that William and Fanny are both standing in the same storm of revelation, and neither of them asked for it. The show does not dramatize this with big speeches, just lets it sit in the room the way real family secrets do. Then comes one of the most quietly beautiful moments in the entire scene. Jamie picks up a familiar storybook and begins reading to the children. Now, if you have been watching this show from the beginning, you understand exactly what that image means. A man who has been through everything that Jamie Fraser has been through, sitting in a circle of children and reading them a story, is not just sweet. It is the show telling you that this man made it. That despite everything the universe threw at him, he is here, and he is whole, and he is home. It is the kind of moment that does not need dialogue to explain itself. It just works. And then Brianna hands Claire a copy of the Merc Manual. The 13th edition specifically. Now, if you know Claire Beecham Randall Fraser, you know that a medical reference book is basically her love language, and there is something genuinely funny and also deeply touching about this gift because it represents the bridge between who Claire was in her own time and the world she has chosen to live in. It is Brianna saying, "I see you and I know you, and I brought you something that belongs to both of your worlds." It is a small gift with enormous meaning, and the show plays it with just the right amount of lightness to balance everything else in the scene. This is the Fraser family in their fullest form. Complicated and warm and carrying secrets and still choosing each other anyway. If this reunion moved you, or if you have been following along with everything happening in the final season, then you are in the right place. Subscribe for more Outlander breakdowns, and let's get into every moment this show has left to give us.